Welcome to today's edition of Crypto Corner at InvestorIdeas.com. News on what's driving the cryptocurrency market. Hey everyone, this is Sam Mowers here, and welcome to episode 474 of the Crypto Corner podcast. For news today, Bitcoin maintained most of the gains from its recent rally over the weekend despite a significant reversal on Saturday. HIVE purchased 1,240 miners from DMG, and Bitfarms installed 2,000 miners over the weekend. But just before we dive into today's show, a quick reminder that if you enjoyed this podcast, please feel free to share it or leave us a review. And while you're at it, I recommend checking out some of the other podcasts on InvestorIdeas.com. This includes the Clean Tech and Climate Change podcast, as well as the Cannabis podcast, both of which will bring you up to speed on the latest stock news and trends in their respective spaces. Alright, so Bitcoin has maintained much of the gains from its recent rally, trading for about 15,285 at press time. That's according to data from CoinMarketCap. Now, it lost a bit of steam briefly on Saturday when it took a dive of around $1,000, falling from around $15,500 to $14,500 in the space of just a few hours. This did not last long, however, before Bitcoin gradually started climbing back up, reaching that $15,500 mark again earlier on Sunday. HIVE Blockchain Technologies Limited, which trades on the TSXV under the ticker symbol HIVE or HIVE, is expanding its Bitcoin mining efforts with the announcement of a purchase and immediate hashing of 1,240 micro-BT WhatsMiner M30S miners with an aggregate operating hash power of 113 petahash per second. This addition increases HIVE's aggregate operating hash rate from 116 petahash per second to 229 petahash per second. Frank Holmes, the company's interim executive chairman, said, quote, "The vision of the company is to achieve an aggregate operating hash power of 1,000 petahash per second within the next 12 months, end quote. The company also provided an Ethereum mining update revealing that it mined more than 32,000 Ethereum in the quarter from July 1st to September 30th, 2020. This represents an increase from approximately 25,000 Ethereum mined in HIVE's first fiscal quarter ended June 30th, 2020, and a more than 50% increase compared to the same period last year, according to the press release. DMG Blockchain Solutions Inc., which trades on the TSXV under the ticker symbol DMGI, has added HIVE as a hosting client, to whom it sold the previously mentioned 1,240 M30S miners for $3.4 million. The press release indicates that this money will go toward equipment financing charges and to potentially secure DMG's upcoming mining fleet. DMG's CEO Dan Reitzik said, quote, "DMG is excited to add HIVE as a new hosting client and partner. This transaction strengthens DMG's balance sheet as we continue to work towards our self-mining goals and to ensure DMG's fleet continues to be newest generation technology. We will provide an update detailing our miner purchase strategy in the near future," end quote. And over the weekend, Bitfarms Limited, which trades on the TSXV under the ticker symbol BITF, saw the arrival and installation of 2,000 new generation miners at its renovated and upgraded data center located in Farnham, Quebec, Canada. This installation increases the company's mining operations by approximately 144 petahash per second. Bitfarms interim CEO Emiliano Grodzki commented, quote, "November has been an amazing month for Bitfarms. Bitcoin prices have been increasing quickly, the difficulty factor recently decreased, and the company is busy installing thousands of new miners. Bitfarms is proud to be a fundamental contributor to the global Bitcoin infrastructure and to be part of the ongoing paradigm shift. We are very excited about the future," end quote. That does it for today's Crypto Corner. If you would like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website. And this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products, services, or securities. Investors are reminded all investment involves risk and possible loss of investment. To hear more InvestorIdeas.com podcasts, please visit InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on Spotify, iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio.com, and Google Play Music.